back to a brand new video. As you can tell, we're gonna be taking a break. Well, we kind of have to take a break from the offseason predictions. You're gonna have to wait till one of the conference teams decide to lose, and then we'll do their offseason predictions as well. But today we're doing something a little different. We're gonna be starting a mini series where we trade a certain player and just change it. We're gonna change the direction of the entire team, basically trading the star player. So if you guys want me to see me do this on a different team, like maybe trading Damian Lillard, not something I would ever want to do. Trading John Wall. Let's see what else we got. Trading Kyrie Irving for Kawhi Leonard. I've seen reports about that. Just stuff like that. If you guys want to see something like that, trading Hassan Whiteside. If you guys want to see me do that, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll be doing it. But today we're going to be trading Russell Westbrook, as you can tell by the title of the video. This is going to be a 2-season rebuild, this offseason and then next offseason. Let's see how we can do. But today we're going to be trading Russell Westbrook. And 2K Start today is still broken. I know it's the exact record the Thunder actually had this last offseason, but it's not accurate, okay? They were the 4th seed as well, but this is still not Start today, I promise you. Anyway, going into the NBA draft, I don't believe the Thunder have their pick. So let's turn trades back on so I can make some trades. But man, what should I trade Russell Westbrook for today? Because I know I'm going to change the entire direction of this team. I'm not saying that they're going to do this. They don't have a first round pick, but if we traded Russell Westbrook, where do we go from here? Because Russell Westbrook is at the peak of his career. I mean, he relies on athleticism, his explosiveness, and once you reach 30, that starts to simmer down a little bit. And I'm not saying anyone would actually take on his contract, because his contract is massive, but we're going to try to find a team that will take him on. He's considered one of the best point guards in the NBA. Let's trade Russell Westbrook's contract today and see what we can get for him. I'm going to have to make up a complete awesome trade to get rid of Westbrook, because he's on a long-term deal, so we can definitely get a lot out of him. I'm not sure what team I want to trade him to yet, but I'm going to get it figured out, and I'm going to make up a trade. I don't think anything will be good enough to give away Westbrook, but I'm going to try my best. Guys, like I said, there's really nothing you can give away that's going to match Russell Westbrook's value. There's nothing I could do. I mean, I just don't know. I just don't have a lot of trade scenarios for Russell Westbrook, but maybe trading him to the Clippers. Like, I feel like the Clippers could be a team like, oh man, if Russell Westbrook's on the market, we're going to go after him. We're going to give him the 13 to 16 pick, Lou Williams, and Tobias Harris. Of course, their pick should be a little bit better than that. So basically, they'd be giving away, I believe they're projected the 12th pick and the 14th pick from the Detroit Pistons. But man, would a trade like this make sense? They get Tobias Harris, they get Lou Williams, and they get 2 draft picks. So they just basically get 4 players overall. Let's see if they'll take this on. And we're not giving enough back for what we're giving up. Yeah, of course. So let's go ahead and send them. Let's see, what else do we want to send them? Maybe if we sent them Andre Roberson as well. I mean, I wish I could send them Carmelo. That would be like the dream scenario. But Carmelo Anthony is probably going to accept his player option, so we're going to be stuck with that. But let's send him Andre Roberson as well. We're not interested. And a 2nd round pick. And let's see if they take this. They still don't take it. Another 2nd rounder. And I'm going to... Alright. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Russell Westbrook and Andre Roberson push through. And that's really going to be it. So this is going to be the trade right here. Russell Westbrook and Andre Roberson for Tobias Harris, Lou Williams, and 2 first-round picks. Is that a fair trade? Let me know down in the comment section below. Do you guys think I should have gotten more? But it's definitely a trade that I think could it's a possibility. I don't know. It's supposed to be realistic, but I think this is kind of a realistic trade. So we're going to make this go through, and then hopefully it all turns out well. Make the video a little bit more realistic. I actually traded for the 12th and the 14th pick, because that is what the Clippers picks will be. So they traded both their draft picks for Russell Westbrook, a pick and roll action of Russell Westbrook and DeAndre Jordan. Can you imagine that though? That is going to be deadly. That will be deadly, but it doesn't make a lot of sense for the Clippers, and they can re-sign Avery and Bradley. They still have Beverly, who can start in the backcourt next to Westbrook. Austin Rivers could start as well. Very interesting team over there. They still have Andre Roberson for defense now. Very, very interesting team. But on our roster, we have an interesting team as well. Lou Williams, Tobias Harris, Carmelo is going to accept his player option. No way he leaves $28 million on the table. But, guys, if Russell Westbrook was traded before Carmelo accepted his player option, would that change his mind? I'm gonna still say no, but I'm gonna go ahead and make him accept his player option anyway, because that's exactly what's gonna happen. So I gotta edit this player, go to his contract details, and make sure because I'm a realistic rebuilder, and I think Carmelo Anthony is going to accept his player option. So it's like 28, something like that. So we're gonna give him $28 million. So he's got a 28.43 player option. So he's on our books for one more season. And then, of course, Paul George is not going to be coming back now that Russell Westbrook is traded. He ain't coming back to play with Melo. But let's go ahead, jump in the NBA draft, and let's make our 2 selections to make this team a little bit more better. This 12th pick, Mikal Bridges is still here. Miles Bridges is here as well. But I'm going to be taking Mikal Bridges, and they're going to be coming back, and we're going to be probably taking Jaren Jackson Jr. or something like that. So let's take Mikal Bridges right here, right now. So Mikal Bridges, welcome to the Thunder, and let's send him to the next user pick after this. So again, Mikal Bridges and Jaren Jackson Jr. for Russell Westbrook as well, which is not bad. I feel like that's not bad. Mikal Bridges for the 12th pick. So, like I said, guys, I'm not sure if that trade was fair, but it's something the Clipper or the Thunder could look to do. We have 22 trade offers. Let's see what they're looking like, though. I'll entertain the offers. Let's see what we got out here. DJ Wilson, Robin Lopez, Marcus Morris. We absolutely need a point guard, to be honest. Dennis Schroeder, that is not really realistic. Why would the Hawks trade their point guard? JJ Barea, Frank Jackson, Ish Smith, Ryan Anderson. Just not gonna do any of those. So let's just go ahead, and Emmanuel Cott's still here. We could take the other. Oh, what? We could have both the Bridge brothers, but there's no reason for that because they're both small forwards. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take Jaren Jackson Jr. before. I've actually never taken him before, so I'm gonna go ahead and take him. And we're going to live with that. So, Jaren Jackson Jr., welcome to the team. And I'm going to see you guys in free agency. Of course, Paul George declines his player option, absolutely getting the dagger. And Paul George not coming back to the Thunder. Now the qualifying offers don't have any. And then, of course, we got to go to our cap holds. Paul George will no longer be on this team. We can renounce Carmelo Anthony. He's already on the team. No need to bring back Raymond Felton. Jeremy Grant is someone I could consider bringing back. Corey Brewer, probably not. And then we'll leave it at that. But I'm going to renounce him anyway because I could still bring him back. And we still only have $1 million in cap space. So not a lot we can do. I mean, look at this team. We don't even have a point guard. Lou Williams, Alex Abrinas, Carmelo Anthony, Mikal Bridges, Terrence Ferguson, Kyle Singler, Tobias Harris, Patrick Patterson, Steven Adams, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Dakari Johnson. So the power forward position is fine. There are Carmelo Anthony, Miles Bridges, Terrence Ferguson, and Kyle Singler are still there. So maybe what I could do is something like this. Maybe I could trade Terrence Ferguson with Kyle Singler to dump that cap space. So let's do that. Terrence Ferguson, a nice young prospect, and then attach Kyle Singler to him, and someone might take him on. So who could we take? Jay Crowder would be, oh wait, we can't do that because it's glitching. Jay Crowder would have been intriguing though, but we can't do that. Whoops. And then Kyle Singler. So let's see what we can get for these two. I really just want a pick or something. Kyle Korver would be nice. Beverly would be cool, but Jay Crowder is nice, but not going to do that. Ron Baker, Zubac, Terrence Ross, and the Rockets just want to send us some first rounders. So let's do this. Let's send this to the Suns, but instead of giving me Troy Daniels, just give me a second rounder, and maybe, let's see, give me Devin Booker. No, I'm just kidding. Let's just do a second rounder for these two, and we'll be good with that. So we dump their cap space, and now we have $8 million cap space, which I really don't want to start Lou Williams. I see him as a sixth man, so maybe we could trade Alex Abrinas as well. He's not a terrible contract, and he's a nice 3 shooter, so let's go ahead and trade him as well. And then everyone else on the roster I think is safe. Patrick Patterson will keep him around as well. So let's trade Alex Abrinas real quick, just because he's on a 1-year contract. Restricted free agent after this season, so anyone can bring him back easily. Let's go Mavericks for, let's not give him a first round. No, don't give me a first rounder. That doesn't make a lot of sense. So give me a second rounder, and we'll call that good. So now we should have about $13 million cap space, which is going to help us bring in $14 million, which is going to help us bring in a decent point guard and a starting shooting guard. I don't want Lou Williams to start. He's a 6th man for a reason. Miles Bridges, okay, so now the team is good other than 2 guards. So let's see what we get in free agency. Chris Paul, Isaiah Thomas, definitely not going to happen. Okay, so I thought signing Will Barton as a starting shooting guard for the next 4 years would actually be a really good deal. And we need a starting point guard. So Rondo is, oh man, wait, can we not do this? I can't get them both. Are you serious? So Will Barton is definitely more important. I definitely want Will Barton on this team because that's a great pickup. I can't believe I can't get Rondo too. Are you kidding me? Like, do I really need to trade, like, let's see. Let's just trade Dakari Johnson then. Like, are you serious? Yeah, just whatever. We'll do that. I definitely need a starting point guard. So Rondo will fit that bill for now, just for 1 year. And then we'll get the point guard situation figured out after this season. So Rondo, I mean, probably will be back with the Pelicans, I would assume. But you never know. Paul George is still here as well. But, of course, he's not coming back. But Carmelo Anthony will be gone after this season, which is going to give us a lot of money in cap space. So we will have a ton of money. Steven Adams is going to be the only one getting a lot of money. And we could probably sign a max point guard after this season. So this is going to be the team going into season number 1 for this Thunder team without Russell Westbrook. It is definitely interesting. But Will Barton, I think, was a great pickup as a starting shooting guard. Lou Williams could still come off the bench for him, of course. Very, very good team if you ask me. So let's go ahead. Let's see how player progression is looking, because Will Barton, I think, deserves to be a starting shooting guard in this league, if you ask me. So let's go to player progression. Lou Williams goes down 1. Tobias Harris is still there, and Carmelo Anthony is still the small forward. And as soon as I think Carmelo Anthony is gone, we will have to resign Tobias Harris after the season too. I didn't realize that. If we want to bring him back, let's just see how it goes. But if we do bring back Tobias Harris, I'll probably move him at the small forward after this season. Let's go to 2019 offseason, and let's make this happen. 2019. Come on, 2K. You need to load. No storylines, because that just ruins everything. And then training camps. Let's see what we got as far as training camps go. 2K is so slow today, guys. I don't understand, but really, would the Thunder actually trade Russell Westbrook? That is a good question. I'm not even sure about that. Untapped potential, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Mikal Bridges, why not? And then let's throw this last one at Steven Adams, I guess. So Steven Adams goes up to an A, no longer an A minus. And then let's look at the rotation, see how they got it. So now we got Rondo, Lou Williams, Carmelo Anthony, Tobias Harris, Steven Adams, Will Barton, Jaren Jackson Jr., Mikal Bridges, and Patrick Patterson, which is exactly you want to see. But Will Barton will be the 6th man, or Will Barton will start. So that is basically how it's going to be, guys. I'm not even going to make a scoring option. I think this team is just going to be decent all around. So hopefully it goes well for this first season without Russell Westbrook. We'll be checking on the Clippers as well. Let's see what their final team looks like. They got Russell Westbrook, DeAndre Jordan. They re-signed Avery Bradley, Patrick Beverley, Gallinari, Montrezl Harrell, Trevor Booker. Not a bad team by any means. They got Roberson as well. So let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the season, see how this team does, and hopefully we make the playoffs. All right, guys, at the end of this first season, Russell Westbrook is your MVP, Michael Porter Jr., and that's about it. So Russell Westbrook is on All-NBA first team still. Let's go ahead and look how these player stats went out for the 11. Or for us, Carmelo Anthony led the way with 20 points. You definitely don't want that. Carmelo Anthony is just done for. His career, Lou Williams had 14, and Will Barton had 13, and Tobias Harris had 16. Steven Adams had 11. And yeah, so this team just needs to get a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and simulate through this playoffs because we're not in it. And just make stuff happen this offseason. 34 and 48 is not something you want to see. Tobias Harris, of course, we can decide whether to extend him or not. We're going to have a lot of money this offseason. So I definitely want to do something here. So let's go ahead, go through the offseason, league meetings, reject all those. I don't know if we have our draft pick. I didn't really pay attention. And yeah, we do actually. So we have the 3rd pick. All right, I will live with that. Staff signing, head coach Billy Donovan still is fine, whatever. And then NBA draft. Let's go. Let's see what else is here though right now. So we got Steven Adams, Lou Williams, Will Barton, Mikal Bridges, Jaren Jackson, all under contract. That is fine with me. Tobias Harris, Carmelo Anthony, renouncing you, my dude. Patrick Patterson. Oh, he has a Rondo. Probably won't be bringing you back. Probably won't be bringing any of you guys back. Tobias Harris, I still have yet to figure out what I'm going to do with you. But if I do renounce him, we'll have 40 mil in cap space. But if we can get something out here that we really need right now, let's see what we can get. Let's just see what's out here. What's left at the 3rd pick? Maybe we even trade this pick, send to next user pick. The 3rd pick. let's look at the offers we get of course first. So okay, no, we didn't get a draft summary. They took RJ Barrett and Zion Williamson. So those are the top 2 guys you can get in this draft. Romero Langford. Honestly, what I really need is a point guard more than anything. Etwan Taft, Cameron Reddish, JB Kamen. I need a point guard. That is like number 1 here, but Romero Langford, I mean, we already have shooting guards, so Sharif O'Neal, but so we're basically Bol, I guess, but we already have, so we're basically better off trading this pick, honestly. So let's see what we can get for the 3rd pick. We have 3 second rounders, so let's see what we get for the 3rd pick. John Henson and Mike Scott, Zach Levine, Larry Nance Jr., Marcus Morris, Mike Conley, Dennis Schroeder, Nicholas Batum, Rudy Gobert, Serge Ibaka, Julius Randle, Jonathan Simmons, Mohamed Bamba, Spencer Dinwiddie, Trey Lyles, Michael Beasley, and Andre Drummond. Kyle Anderson. The 7th pick, it would get Marco Bellinelli, TJ Warren, Yusuf Nurkic, and Otto Porter. Well, I'm definitely going to have to try to do something here, and I'll see you guys in free agency. Alright guys, we've virtually struck out on everybody. Like, point guard wise, we have not been able to get anybody. I tried to get Terry Rozier because I thought that would make a lot of sense, but Trayvon Duval is sitting here, so I'm going to go ahead and give him a 3-year deal, honestly, and try to bring him to the Thunder so he could be our starting point guard. He's a nice young starting point guard, so let's go ahead, give him his contract, and let's hope he signs here. So we get Trayvon Duval, we re-signed Tobias Harris, and we drafted Bol. So, I mean, and we signed Davis Bertans as well to stretch the floor a little bit. So Trayvon Duval, Lou Williams, Will Barton, Tobias Harris, Mikal Bridges, Jaren Jackson, Davis Bertans, Steven Adams, and Bol. So we definitely have a nice interesting rotation. I'm going to see you guys at the rotation so we get it all figured out. Alright guys, so this is going to be the rotation for the final season. Trayvon Duval, Will Barton, Tobias Harris, Jaren Jackson Jr., Steven Adams, Lou Williams, Mikal Bridges, and Bol, and Davis Bertans. Now, I may stop the trade deadline and trade for an elite point guard. I'm not sure yet. I would have to probably trade Steven Adams and Trayvon Duval together, maybe a first rounder. I'm not sure if I'll do that yet, though. I'm going to go ahead and just simulate through, see how this team does. Maybe a playoff appearance, maybe not. Let's try to win a championship, but I'm not sure if that can happen. We did not make the playoffs again. I'm pretty sure we barely missed the playoffs, which is unfortunate, but yeah, so we missed it by like 3 games, which does suck, but let's look at these final player stats. Tobias Harris led the way, Will Barton 14, Jaren Jackson Jr. with 13, and Lou Williams with 12.5. Steven Adams with 11, and Mikal Bridges with 11, and Trayvon Duval with 10 and 6. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I did wish this video went a little bit better, but it did not. But like I said, this is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.